Today I'm going to be attempting to live like a medieval student for 24 hours. Let's see how this goes. Well, first things first, let me take this off. Won't be needing that, and let's get into something a bit more appropriate. To that, you may be wondering, what the hell am I wearing? Yes, I look a bit like a monk, but that's because medieval students kinda look like this. This is what I'm going to be wearing for today. Now today I'm going to be following the story of Gerald. Now Gerald studied at Oxford in about 1300, so that's about 700 years ago. And we're basically going to be following his routine and seeing what he gets up to. Now let's run through the rules for the day. So firstly, it's going to have to be a no to phones, so that's out the window. Secondly, obviously my computer, laptop, all of that out the window. I can't use it. While eating, I'm not allowed to talk to anyone or anything like that. And lastly, I've got to try and adhere to the rules that are set by medieval universities for their students. Fun fact, while Gerald was at university in the 1300s, it cost 30 pence a year for lectures. In modern currency, that'd be about £70 or about $100. How mental is that? Well, that was probably the most boring breakfast I've ever had. No phone, no talking, nothing. So you may be wondering, why? Why are you doing this? Why are you putting yourself through this? So the main reason why is that I am plainly curious to see what a medieval student does during their day. Has the average student's routine changed in the last 800 years? Is it okay to brush my teeth? Like, I don't know. I'm guessing they wouldn't have done that. Well, I know they wouldn't have done that, but I kind of feel like I can't go out without brushing my teeth. After I accidentally had breakfast, I rushed off to my history seminar, which lasted 3 hours. I know, it's long. Anyway, I'm back from my seminar. All went well. Sorry I couldn't film in there, but it's 3 hours. I didn't want to disturb anyone, and it's time to get some food, which I believe is leftover fish. No speaking again, because medieval students aren't allowed to speak while eating. It's time for what you'd call the extraordinary lecture, which I think is more like a specialised lecture in something that you're studying. So like if you're studying medicine or law or anything like that, it'd be in that kind of section. I think. I probably interpreted that wrong because I don't have any more lectures today. I've got to kind of try and get around that. So what I figured out is that I know I'm not going to be using technology, but I think the only way I can get another lecture is by watching a lecture on the TV on like YouTube on a topic that I am studying. So that's what I'm going to do now.
Cemeteries. The church didn't record these practices, and they may not have encouraged them. The intervening decades has seen a groundswell of interest among historians in structured deposition and places.
So every now and again in Oxford, Gerald would go on these excursions. They'd often take them to the countryside. I'm planning on going to a forest, because why not? We're on an excursion to a forest, because why not? I think that's kind of a medieval style place to go to. Another thing that they like to do was actually to they were quite rude. So often they'd kind of throw stones at people, or even chug water over just passers-by. So maybe if I see someone, who knows, better watch out. Okay, I'm gonna throw this at the passers-by. So I actually really like the idea of coming on excursions. However, I don't think this outfit is the most practical solution, especially when traipsing about a forest. And also, it's freezing, and this provides little to no protection, and my hands are freezing cold. If anyone saw me right now, they'd think I was a freak. Just standing out here in this filming myself. I look so weird. People just saw me and I'm mortified. So one thing that was often done, well, it was actually often forbidden, but it was the playing of chess. So yeah, chess was forbidden many, many times, but the reason why is probably because people kept on playing it. Right, time to play. I'm probably facing it the wrong way. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you the whole game. That'd be mean. I'm going to leave it there. But I'm going to carry on playing it. Then we're going to discuss my problems with my master. Oh hi, so I have a really complicated question that I hope you'd be able to answer. Go on, my student. So, what's the meaning of life? Oh, I wish I knew. So before I get some sleep, I basically wanted to go through basically how today has gone and my thoughts on it compared to today's daily routines of students. So firstly, what do I think is different? Well, I think the fact that people get up at sunrise and go to bed by sunset. So the reason they did that is basically because candles were really expensive, so you didn't want to waste your kind of wicker. Students had no money, nothing's changed. But on the whole, I'd say the vast majority of things are very similar. I think they probably do a bit more work in terms of waking up, doing like 3-4 hours of work, and then doing their extraordinary lecture. But then after that, I think university students today probably make up that going to the library, well, at least probably should be. So who knows, we're living in a medieval society. You would have thought it. But before I hit the hay, why not check out this video where you can see me apply to a literal medieval university in Cambridge.